Yo, what up?
Are you mad?
Welcome to Unfiltered.
Yo,
What the fuck?
end of the
is
motherfucking year.
It is the end of the year, people.
Unfiltered podcast in the building. What up, though?
Happy
Smelling
fucking
that
holidays.
Christmas tree.
2019.
Smelling that Christmas tree.
We want to wish everybody a happy Christmas
Plug in
and
the
a happy
mistletoe.
New Year.
Kwanzaa. What else?
It smell like pine trees and
No,
weed.
we got our girl Sana G in the
Suck
building.
though.
so
Yeah.
excited.
Day
We about to go crazy
special end of the
today.
year
Let's
special.
go crazy. Let's go crazy.
You know, just to sprinkle
Hold
up some
on,
of that
hold
Takeover.
on. We gotta give her a proper introduction, B. This so gay ass Christmas song right here. We should mute
You
that
don't like
bullshit.
this that
You gotta do
Takeover?
Donnie
That's
or
not like
something.
a fucking good intro song.
It's not
Give
a
me
good
some Donnie. I'm grown.
Some Donnie.
Donnie?
some Donnie Osmond. Give her that.
Donna Osmond.
Hey man, shout out to Zaytoven, straight out of San Jose, man.
Zaytoven.
Frisco.
Filmo.
Yeah, for
Filmo.
sure. Not San Jose.
Yeah.
Nah,
Nah, Filmo.
Oh, my bad, Zay.
Some
Donnie
Donnie.
How'd you
Hathaway.
get San Jose?
I read somewhere in San Jose, man.
Where'd you read it? Find it.
I got you.
All right.
Some of that,
There you go.
some of that Donnie.
Want to make
That's what I'm
great
talking about.
marketing videos? So fresh, they'll smack you in the face.
I'm grown.
I feel you.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we got a superstar in the building. She's hailing from off the Highway 5. I think somewhere off of Roadkill. Went to Fresno State University.
Central
You know
Valley.
what I'm saying? The infamous Sana G in the
Hey,
building.
round of applause. Just me?
What's
no?
up?
Okay. Word.
got you.
I got one
Hey.
more clap in the back.
Hey.
We
Shout out to the
got
homie
you.
listening.
I'm clapping.
Hey,
It's
we
so
just
clapping.
introduced her as Sana G. What the fuck is your real name?
You don't get that.
Oh,
You don't
fuck.
get that.
Nah.
I know it's like, son, I had to go take that
As
ass.
far as you're concerned, Sana G is my real name.
yeah.
Roll with that.
That nigga Zaytoven was born in Germany.
Everybody wanted to know Zaytoven real name.
Hey, that nigga was born in Germany.
He was an army brat?
Are you really looking it up still?
I looked it up.
Okay.
We have to look it up right
Well, thank you
quick.
for having me, fellas.
R.I.P. to
Of
Donnie
course.
Hathaway.
Of
Sana G in the
course,
building.
Yeah.
Sana G
The
is
queen
in
of
the
radio is back with the
is.
I never
misfits of
left.
radio.
She has graced us with her
I never
presence.
left. What you talking about?
She's
Sana
been
G in the
here,
building. Welcome to the show, the Unfiltered Show.
you know.
Thank you, boo. I missed my first go round. I apologize again for that. I think it
Well-
was actually hungover, but I told you some more other shit.
You lying ass.
For sure.
Yeah,
It was some
she
other
faked on
things
us like
going
3 or
on.
4 times.
Nah, once.
Nah, like 3 times.
No, it was once.
I
It's 3
don't know.
times.
Maybe it might have been once, and T said it was 3.
Of course.
You know, but
Because
or
he
maybe-
said it. Everything is extra out that
Been
mouth.
trying to
maybe-
get Sana
Extra.
every single week.
Yeah.
I'm the nigga. I'm the nigga.
So what's up? What we talking about, man?
You?
Okay.
You?
Well, you're not getting my
You?
full legal
All right,
name, so that's out.
Hey, I hit it off with the dopest question out.
All right, word.
Now, we know you got into it with the homie Monique.
Oh, wow.
Did you want to be
Now
her-
she's your homie?
I mean, I know her. Did you want to
We
beat her
talking,
ass?
we talking big Monique.
we
Yeah.
talking
She's not
about
that big anymore.
the
She lost
Oscar.
a lot of
fat.
weight.
She's
She
still fat.
lost a lot of weight.
Nah,
though.
you look good, Momo.
Yeah, she
She
look
still-
good.
she still-
I heard you was about to beat her ass at King.
Oh,
yeah.
my God.
That's what I heard.
Yeah,
I
her
heard you was
attention?
about to beat her
That
ass.
is so crazy. And that shit was on video.
I heard she do
I know. I
jiu-jitsu.
heard she
do
disrespected
jujitsu.
I heard
the
she
queen.
do jiu-jitsu. I think she would have tossed you.
She might have.
Nah, fuck that.
She been doing a yoga and
She
stuff.
she do auntie fu.
She
Hey, Sonny, when you felt like she was being
macaroni.
disrespectful,
Yeah.
what was you feeling? What was that moment? Because I know you was going through a moment. You was like, did this bitch even try to come at me sideways?
Well, I shut down, right? Because the only other option is to turn up. So I
Right.
decided to be respectful of my elders. And
sometimes.
no, that's real shit. Ooh, if you want to. I was like, you know what? This woman old. She been putting it down for a long time.
What made her
I'm not
mad?
in a good mood. I was late for a flight, so I was already irritated because my producer was like, yo, we're going to interview Monique. I was like, who? Why?
Monique.
I got a flight to catch.
Monique.
And so my attitude was on tilt that day. And then she sat down, and I didn't know the name of her comedian homie that was there to do the show with her. And
he's from Oakland.
I politely asked, I was like, I'm sorry, baby, what's your name again? And I don't know what happened. And she was like, how did you wake up that you don't know who Gerald Kelly is? And the only reason I know now is because, obviously we had a situation, but...
Who the hell is that?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Who the fuck
exactly.
is Gerald
and
Kelly?
Monique, if you're gonna check somebody about not knowing the name, at least have this man on your bill, on the ticket for the show, something. You know what I mean?
Boing,
If
checkmate.
if you demand respect of me, and you're running with this cat, you know what I mean?
Right.
But anyway, so that was it. I was already not wanting to interview because it was Monique,
Right.
and I was late for a flight, and so that happened, and then it
Where
was
you going?
It was all bad at that point. I think Vegas or L.A. One of the two.
Getting out
Oh,
of
you gotta
there.
go turn up.
Yo, son, you've been
I was just trying to-
on the radio at KML for over what? How many years now?
Oh man, a while.
Oh, wow.
Yo, I want the people to know some history, like how you got on and you know what I
Right.
mean, your work ethic, because I think before we get into the fuckery and the foolishness,
Right.
there should be a background
Right.
of the reason why we think you're the queen of radio. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
well, I appreciate that. That's
Right.
a beautiful title
You took over for a legend, right?
for Chewy.
You took over his show.
Well, I've been there while Chewy was there too, but yeah, I took over mornings for Chewy.
Smoke, chewy. Out the water.
What's up, Seuss? Anyways,
We're gonna get into that in a minute.
no, I actually moved here because my mom broke her neck, man. She got in a really bad accident.
Oh shit! Damn, Mom Dukes.
Yeah. May she
Now,
rest
where
in
you
peace
came
now.
from?
Me?
Yeah.
From the Fresno area originally.
Bulldog.
Hey, man, it is what it is.
Are you a gangbanger?
I am not.
They gangbang heavy out there.
I ran with a bunch of Crips when I came up, so we were.
So you
How
a
the
crib.
hell that
It
work?
was dangerous ground every time we went out. It was a problem.
Ain't the whole thing motherfucking red?
I mean, yeah.
The whole thing, you was with the 12 Crips.
Man, God's plan. That's where I was at.
Man.
Y'all was no Bulldogs, huh?
Nah.
You ever had a Bulldog
Dipping and
jersey
diving.
and just couldn't do it?
It did what now?
You ever had a jersey and just couldn't do it?
Oh no, I got a bulldog. I mean, I went to Fresno State, so yeah. But I
Okay.
mean, I would wear them to games and shit. I ain't gonna
That
wear
was
them
it.
with a rag hanging out the back of my pants, like
All
down
right,
the street
So
every
you
day.
came from Fresno,
Yeah.
and
Came from Frez.
then what?
Wait, they call
Wait,
it.
wait, wait,
That's
wait.
what-
I got
what
a
they-
question
that's what they
about
call it?
Fresno. Since okay, that's y'all only team, that's y'all pride and joy, right? But don't y'all get pulled over just for wearing the jersey? Isn't that hella backwards?
I don't live there anymore, baby.
I mean, I'm saying growing up there, since the Bulldogs, since y'all turned the actual team
we
into
were
a
getting
gang.
pulled over for every fucking thing. It didn't matter. Like,
Right.
yes.
So you couldn't rep the team proudly
I mean,
because it was gang affiliated.
nah. I mean, I'm a girl, first off. I mean, and obviously the people I ran with, they didn't wear them because there's too much red in it. So we didn't have an issue with that. But I mean, I'm sure
red.
that the police force had to, they had to investigate what was going on, especially during that time when I was out there. Oh my God.
Yeah, it was
I
going
mean, it's
down.
bad now from what I understand,
I
but
heard
it's
it's Mess City. Everybody on that. meth.
crazy. I don't know about that.
I heard it's when
Big shot to Fresno.
I heard it's in the meth triangle.
Damn.
So you hopped into a car and came to the Bay Area.
From Fresno? No, there was some stops.
Oh shit, that's what I
shit.
want to. Yeah, I want to
Okay.
hear that.
Yeah, so I went from Fresno, did the college radio.
Right.
Shout out to the Flamin' Chihuahuas. Not that no more, but
Flamin'
used to be
Chihuahua?
Flamin' Chihuahua.
Chihuahua's a gas name.
That's not PC, right there.
That's not
What's
PC.
PC?
No, what you just said.
This ain't a
Don't
PC
matter.
show.
Retract
It's our
that.
show.
That
All right,
Flamin'
well, fuck you too
Chihuahua.
then.
Right. I'm gonna act like Ebro in this. Big
Oh,
shout
God.
to Ebro. What up, Ebro?
What's up, brother? Anyway,
Oh,
So
we'll
you
bring
went
that
from
up,
being a
too.
Chihuahua to being what?
so I handed it a tape because I was messing with one of the dudes that worked at B95. So his friend that worked there made my
Friend of a
first air
friend.
check. And it is what it is. You got to use your connections. So I handed that in, got hired, did that for a second. Somebody heard me there. Was like, yo, come to Sacramento. I'm about to start this new station. All right.
Oh,
Went out
so
there.
you stopped at
Little
Sac,
dude I was
huh?
messing with moved out there too. So it was good. And then they flipped that shit to a different format than we had agreed upon. And so I had met Ebro through a mutual friend, the girl who was a music director at the station I went there for. And he told me that I sounded good. So shit, I called that fool on a request line. I was like, what's poppin'? I got fired. I need a job. What's up?
You called Ebro at work for a job.
Wait, you and Ebro work together? Or
Yeah, he was my boss for hella long over there in Sac at the pump.
Sacramento? That nigga Ebro been fucking up. I feel like he been scaring.
Watch your words.
I don't care.
I like Ebro. Keep rocking, Ebro.
Man, I had this conversation last night. I try and fuck with him because he's from Berkeley, but I feel like that whole station with him funk and shit, I feel like they've been scaring like a lot of young artists, man. Like every time.
Scaring?
Yeah, every time they have young artists on, they try and like go at it. They had Kodak on this week.
Right.
And now Kodak pissed. He'll probably never go to the station again.
And?
I fuck a little Kodak.
I do too. I love his music. Shit, the track he got with Meek Mill on Championships, that's my favorite slap. That song's crazy.
Yeah.
Pull that shit up. That beat is crazy. But anyway.
Which one?
It's called, what's it called? Tic-Tac-Toe.
Tic-Tac-Toe.
Yeah.
So you down? So you came up from the fucking other shit to Sacramento and then bounced down to the Bay.
Yeah, kind of.
Wow.
Yeah, I went to Houston after that, Texas.
Okay.
Houston.
What station was that?
It was what was it? It was like a top 40 type station. Because it's Texas, so you got to play pop music out there and shit.
So when you came to the Bay, what year was that?
I'm not
Meek
going to tell
Mill
on myself.
Tic-Tac-Toe?
Take a guess.
80.
80?
I'm an 80 baby. My bad.
Yeah, run
I know
that
you're
beat in the
a little
back.
younger.
That's my beat.
2005.
No, I'm not going to tell you.
Why?
So,
2000.
that's out.
2010.
No, I'm not telling on myself.
And when he ever.
Anyway, I've been
Strategy.
here long enough to know not to answer that question.
I'm a Google.
Next question.
So my other question is, a lot of people who come up the radio, like you went the radio route, you was already on station. So I know when you got down here to KML, you know what I'm saying, you didn't do like the whole street team shit. You just came straight in and started running.
Yeah.
You was that good.
Did it?
I guess. I mean, I knew somebody. So, right, my mom got in her accident while I was in Houston, and I was like, I gotta give back. Some little whack ass dude that used to be on KSFM in Sacramento hated on me because he had a sidekick position open for his morning show, but we don't fuck with each other off some old bomb shit when Ebro wasn't there. His name's Davey D. Fuck you. I still don't like you.
Davey
And
D?
I know you and Ebro tight.
You talking about not Old school Davey D?
Not from here.
Oh, okay,
It's
okay.
a white dude or
Okay.
whatever he is.
Well, fuck you, Davey D.
Latin dude. Anyway, so he's like, nah, I'm not fucking with her. She can do any other day part of mine or whatever. So that didn't work out.
Hater.
And then I knew somebody who knew Michael Martin. So
Who's
I did
Michael
that.
Martin?
He used to run Clear Channel back in the day.
Okay.
Where I work now, iHeart. But
Yeah.
so
Shout
I,
out to
did my
iHeart.
little, tryout for that shit. And I never left.
You know why I'm mad at KML?
Oh God.
I'm mad at KML because you wanted to. First of all, you're a friend of mine. Second of all, I
Facts.
think you got the #1 radio show out here, right?
Well, I appreciate
Why the
that.
fuck you ain't syndicated?
I mean,
You got the #1 fucking radio show. You got everybody on your show. How many people have you interviewed?
A lot.
Like 150 or whatever?
yeah, for
Everybody.
sure.
All right, you got a #1 show out here. This shit was better than a lot of motherfuckers in the past. We ain't gonna say no names.
Duh.
But
I want to
Yeah.
why the
Nice.
fuck?
I
It's
wanna
time.
know.
It's time to go motherfucking. It's
for
time
sure.
to go motherfucking university.
That's
You
it.
for sure better than JV punk ass.
Oh, well, we know there's bad blood there.
Who? What's his name?
Don't start.
What's his
Don't
name?
start, Dre.
Fuck you, JV in the morning.
Oh, wow.
JB. We coming to the
It's
motherfucking
not even B,
94.9.
you idiot. It's
Whatever.
JV.
JV.
I love you.
Yeah, ruin his name. Ruin his name.
I love you.
He ain't earn it. He ain't earn it.
No, for real, on the serious
No,
note.
I've been trying to push it though. So that's been the plan from the rip,
Syndication.
right? I was like, okay, well, if I'm gonna do this, then I want to do that. But it's been different. They're syndicating the Breakfast Club everywhere, and it's working some places, a lot of places. And then some places it's not, and I'm like, well, hell, give me a shot at that shit. Let me see what's popping. Maybe it just needs a different sound to it or something, because they're super East
We
Coast.
should petition that shit. Like, we should really go in and be like,
ready.
Because we the streets. Unfiltered podcast, we the streets.
Okay.
We run the streets. 25,000 motherfuckers on our podcast.
Okay.
We run the block.
You know what I mean? So we fuck with you. This not
I
only
fuck with
personally
y'all.
but professionally. But I think
The
you
long
should have
way.
a syndicated show. And you a female and you fine as fuck. And
wow.
you know, and I want to know who was the worst fucking guest you ever fucking interviewed. The worst.
Besides Monique.
Monique wasn't bad because I shut down and just started being on my phone and didn't even pay attention to her.
Monique.
Watch the video. Watch the video.
You are called Monique.
Nah, I mean, it is what it
You ain't
is.
had no bad interactions. I seen Trey Songz went bad on 94.9 that one time.
Trey Songz on dope.
He got mad at me too. We had to squash something via text message because he got mad. But I had been drinking at the show, and then I just asked the wrong question. And he got me. He was like, "We better than this." He was like, "You doing this shit for clicks? Why we better than this?" I was like, "You right."
You be waking up with whiskey in the coffee.
You right.
Oh, we doing it for clicks too. We got some serious questions.
I mean, that's what it is, right? And it's like I don't know.
So you said bitch ass Trey Songz is your worst fucking interview?
No, never. No, and I've interviewed him a million times. Okay. I can't really remember who was the worst.
Like you was like, fuck.
It just went south. Other than Monique.
A lot of them won't talk, but as far as beef, like, not really.
Bitch.
Like Jaheim got mad at me because I brought up some kind of situation that involved another man, and he didn't appreciate that. And I knew it was already like a touchy subject, but I always try to respectfully approach how I ask things. I feel like Ebro did that the other day.
With Kodak.
We recorded.
Hey, smarter.
So I forgot exactly how I asked him, and then
y'all know you ain't supposed to be talking about no legal issues and nothing like that.
I mean, he asked a question.
You talking about Ebro shit again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
He's salty.
He from the Bay. He know he ain't supposed to be talking like that.
Interview.
There's a way to handle it. So he's playing his role, right?
Right.
How somebody responds to that is up to them.
I feel
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I feel like
Kodak could have made himself look better and given Ebro what he needed at that moment anyway, because they're gonna sell the clip of him asking the question. Now, what the fuck he says after that? Who cares? He could have been like, I can't answer that, which we all know.
Right. I feel like he handled it good. He said on the other interviews, like he was like, damn man, I was really about to fuck the whole studio up, and you know, he doesn't want to go back to jail and whatever, but Ebro should have known, like, especially with being from the Bay, it's like that legal shit is touchy. You should already know.
He knows that.
He already know that.
He knows that.
He already know that. And he shouldn't have pushed it, and he shouldn't have been a bully to the little dude.
He wasn't a bully. Play the fucking audio back. In the beginning,
you know
this is what happened. This is what happened when he said, "Yo, change the subject or I'm walking out." That's a threat, and it's a man to a man. So his Ebro's ego popped off too. He was like, "You know what? You ain't gonna fucking tell me what I'm doing. See ya."
I think Ebro did a good job on the interview. What he did wrong was on some real man shit, some men shit. You ain't a man, son. So, but a nigga, and he's a nigga, and he know what I'm talking about. You don't ask shit like that, like especially when you been there.
Right.
Like Ebro probably ain't never been there.
You don't think that he knows that?
What I'm saying is he know. And then what was disrespectful, what was disrespectful was when the young man walked outside. I don't even know Ebro, but Ebro could be a little snappy, it seemed like. I can't get with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you test his balls, he gonna ball up.
Yeah.
He said, man, ain't nobody coming around on my show. Woo, woo. And I respect that. Because he could have got fucked up. Or somebody would have got fucked up. Station would have got fucked up.
Right.
I'm saying Sway ain't doing that.
Sway did it.
Sway ain't doing that.
Sway did some bullshit.
Come on, bro.
Sway did some bullshit.
He ain't stepping over that line, bro.
Sway did some bullshit, trust me.
Nah.
Yeah, they all have. They're all
Where
in radio.
was the line stepped on?
I wasn't there for this.
You talking about just asking the question at all?
On some real nigga shit, bro. You ain't supposed to be talking about no legal shit on
He
on
knows
air.
that.
Then why is he doing it? Why is he
It's
doing
entertainment, bruh.
Right.
It's entertainment. So I just told you a minute ago why things like this happen. And again, it is up to fucking you how you handle it.
That's true.
Hey,
If you want to stop being looked at like that dude, then sit there and hold yourself up and be like, now you know I can't talk about that, bruh. Let's talk about something else. And that's how you do that.
I feel like YG handled it the best when I seen him on Breakfast Club, and they was trying to ask him. He was like, no, I can't even really talk about that.
Exactly.
Or he called his lawyer and asked if he can talk about it, and the lawyer's like cut the shit. The lawyer's like, cut the shit. Nigga.
It didn't have to be what it was.
Hey.
He got thrown the ball, and he decided how he was gonna handle it, and that was that.
I like Kodak.
I love Kodak.
Little real hood
Although
nigga.
the new album,
Nah.
Oh shit!
From what I
Sana got her
understand.
drink.
it's on some
Couple
weird
water.
shit. Cheers.
All right, wait a minute. I still ain't heard who the fucking worst fucking guest was on the goddamn phone.
You? No, I'm kidding.
I ain't been over. You ain't had the king yet. You will be
King
though.
of what? King of R&B?
Shit.
Right.
Yes, ma'am. Rocking
Oh wow.
the boots.
Everybody just stop listening.
Who do you think the king of R&B is?
I don't think you can crown one right now. That's my
What
opinion.
get your shit all
Bobby.
fucking?
And you can listen to that
What
on the
kind-
Sonicast, my podcast.
You wanna have us on your
SANCAST.
What song makes you all juicy?
Pardon me?
What song makes you all juicy?
A
The
song?
number R&B. Who the king of R&B for Sana G?
Bro, I haven't smashed the R&B music in a long time.
Yeah.
All right. Oh.
I don't know if it's been a long time for me. I definitely made a
did.
playlist
It's
the other
been
day.
a long time since I smashed some R&B.
I did
I played
too,
that El
Rob Bass.
Dorado. Really? That El Dorado.
I want to rock right now.
Who did I put on there?
I just been smashing the straight
What's the
trap
Daniel
music
dude's
and-
name?
and
Daniel
trap
something.
I've been smashing the trap music.
Dang. Get in there.
I think,
Hey,
You a
nigga,
real one.
We got an interview going on.
my
Fuck what y'all
bad.
talking
My
about.
bad. My bad.
Talking about his sex life.
Sorry.
He
Back-
wants
back-
people to know he's having
What
sex.
song does Sana G fuck to?
Wow.
Trap
Fuck
music.
it. Welcome to the Unfiltered Show.
The sound of these cheeks. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah! Sana G, bitch in the building. I told you she ain't playing.
What other music do you need? Ow.
Like,
Yay. I like that.
Yeah, I know
And
you
we had
would.
a Hennessy, bud.
Duh. I don't really. Let's see. Like I was trying to tell you, the last play. You know what? I have it right here. Let me tell you what's on my playlist. My last little get it in playlist.
What was the last one?
I don't know.
You
we'll
can't
see.
tell us who
Not
your,
the-
who
not the
your
very
crown
last
king
one,
is.
but-
Like who's your crown king? Your king?
R&B.
Who was it? Who
You
was it?
know, R. Kelly disqualified.
R. Kelly
I
disqualified.
can't.
R. Kelly doing world tours, so
Still.
That's fine.
I like
know
R.
what I'm
Kelly.
He's also capturing women and keeping them fucking hostage. So.
Right.
Shit, that's
But
what we do.
he's really the king of just doing dumb shit and getting away with it.
Hey,
I feel like if you
I
really the
love
king
his
of
music,
R&B,
though.
then you might as well have a couple of girls locked up in your basement. Fuck it.
I mean, all you
I don't
gotta
even
do
know
is
who you
play-
are.
Because essentially the king of R&B means you the king of nasty,
What if the
right?
king of R&B was a female? What the fuck you mean?
Well, she the queen of R&B.
That's
you
a
mean?
different category.
It's a
right?
different
Look
category.
at Erykah Badu. Ain't nobody tripping that she got a baby daddy by like 5 baby daddies.
What does that got to do with
I'm
anything?
just saying, like,
If you
Those
do
are
R&B,
children. Those are blessings.
I mean,
Right.
essentially,
She's
if you,
a mystic
if you do
woman.
R&B, if you do R&B, you should be like the
when a nigga
freakiest
have
of the
5
freaks.
babies though, it's all bad.
Oh no, how is it bad?
Yeah,
Okay, you wanna
y'all
talk
know
about
y'all got
baby
grandmas
daddies?
that been having
Go
a
ahead.
lot of kids.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Hell
Shout out to
nah.
number 7.
Oh.
Who was that?
Don't worry about it.
He play basketball?
Duh.
Nigga play for the Oakland Wooloos.
The Wooloos.
What the fuck is happening right now?
Oh, no.
Who's
number
that?
7?
Anyway, I don't think I would give anybody the crown because the first name that comes to mind, right? It's either R. Kelly or Chris Brown.
I think it's R. Kelly.
I like Chris Brown.
Then you start to think, and Usher pops in.
Right. Right. You
Right.
gotta
Hey,
go
what was
back.
that song?
Yeah.
But check this out though. R. Kelly is the
Him
only.
and Lil Jon
R.
was
Kelly,
running it.
out of those categories, R. Kelly is the only straight, like, solid R&B artist, like all the way
Solid
through.
R&B artist.
You know, I put
Solid.
Like I would vote for Chris Brown, but he's also a pop star, and also Usher's a pop star. And then R.
Solid.
Kelly is just straight nigga, nasty R&B nigga.
That's where the debate comes in, is like
Right.
what your guidelines are. Because it,
I think, yeah. He eat
Because
that-
if you
and-
really want
and
to talk
he-
about R&B,
R&B, he do the nasty
R.
stuff.
Kelly got it.
You seen him put that nose in that booty? He put a nose right in that anus, bro. You saw that video?
I didn't see it. Right?
That nigga nasty, bro.
He did it though.
That nigga nasty.
Yo,
nigga.
I just damn.
what are
He
you
had
looking
to
at?
reflect.
I just
You look at
googled
the R.
something. It
Kelly
was like,
video.
What
you
video?
know what the number one question is online about Sana G?
Oh, fuck.
What is that?
What is that, man?
Is Sana G black?
That's true.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's the number one question online about Sana
Black
G.
has a sound.
It
and
says-
apparently it
your
sounds
parents
like
didn't
me.
cut you off for no shit like that, right?
What you mean?
See, this is crazy. It says her parents cut her off for dating black men.
What?
That's what it says.
That's
and now
funny.
she's getting back to them. Sweet as revenge.
Sweetest revenge.
Now I'm getting back at them?
That's what it says.
Dun dun
That sound like
dun
some
dun.
Sana G.
song some nigga made for you.
All right.
That's funny.
I wonder why. I mean, they
somebody
think,
at
what's the other
store.
girl from the radio station that's white, but everybody thinks she's black?
You talking about Jenna? She left.
No, the older lady from KBLX.
Oh, Sterling?
Sterling. Big
Yeah.
ups to Sterling. That's the homie.
Okay.
Yo, on the morning show,
Yeah.
on your morning show,
couldn't find it.
you got different perspectives. You got DC. You got, who else is on there? DC. There's a,
The G-Biz.
Well, hold on. Wait,
Shout
back
out-
up.
hey,
Back
so-
up.
Huh?
Back up.
some
All right, you
figures.
heard. I said DC,
DC.
and you said what?
G-Biz?
G-Biz.
Yeah, G-Biz.
That's my
What's the
homie.
other one? No, it's only 3 of y'all?
Yeah, and Lex.
Oh,
What the-
Lex.
Wow.
Lex.
Big Lex. What the fuck is this?
And pulling a porn.
I was looking at that R. Kelly eating that.
Trying to pull up the R. Kelly.
The king.
He wants to see the nose and the booty again.
That's what Tracy like it.
They too wild,
That
dog.
nigga came out with a brown nose.
Hey, what the fuck happened to Miss Kimmy?
Yeah, I remember that. Who that?
Miss Kimmy got sick.
Like real shit?
Real sick.
No joking shit.
Yeah, no, she has a form of arthritis that, kind of like deteriorated her a little bit. She's good though. Shout out to you, Kim.
Word up.
Yeah, but
We fucking with you, Miss Kimmy.
she got lightweight sick.
There ain't no beef with you,
from
right?
there. Hell no.
Don't be.
Nah, not with nobody.
Is she back in the radio biz?
She was at Q for a little while after that, and then now I think she's just by doctor's orders chilling.
Okay, lady, what's her name? Lady Ryan's still there, right?
Lady Ray, she does
Lady
traffic.
Ray?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She do your show, right?
Right.
That's my partner sister.
Oh yeah.
You might know him. Who her little chubby brother, Aaron.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's my
Aaron.
that's my partner.
Lil E.
Hey, my other question was,
Yes, sir.
where the fuck did you come up with Fool of the Day or whatever the fuck it is? What is it called?
Clown of the day.
Yeah, where you come up with Clown of the Day?
We
bro?
copied that off of Charlemagne.
Everybody.
Facts.
Yeah.
They
Everybody
get mad
got
at
their
that?
version.
Nah, I tried to call him. Well, not him, but I was having my boss call his boss to see if we could link up like a little call and be like, yo, I'm gonna do this little different version over here on the Bay, but they didn't want to be a part of it. Looking back on it, it was a corny suggestion, but I thought it would be dope for us to talk on the phone and like play it and whatever when we kicked it off.
Oh, that's gangster.
Yeah,
Hey, what was
they cut it
Von's thing? It
real
was
quick.
like I don't know. It was like get at who you mad at. What was that like?
Get it who you mad at?
like when
Oh,
you-
you talking about Hated Eight?
Hey, yeah, hey to eight.
Yeah,
to
that's
eight.
Shay's
shit-
thing now.
That
Yeah.
Shay's, oh, that still go on.
Yeah.
I need to call in.
Who you hating on?
Who?
JB.
Oh God. If you gonna keep saying that, you might as well tell the story. Because you keep saying it and don't nobody know, but
What
you
story?
and me.
I wanna know.
Some story about a person who works at the station.
What station?
The
brother?
the sister station.
94.9?
Sister
Yeah.
station.
Who you know there?
That morning show.
Who?
That morning show.
He
Morning
don't,
show.
he don't want to talk about that
I'll
shit.
talk about it. I'll
Well,
keep
talk
it lit.
about it.
I'll keep it lit.
What happened? With a nigga talking
What
shit?
happened?
Yeah, man. All right.
You
let me
tell
get it,
your
let me-
big brother,
God.
nigga. We a service.
All right, I'll get it. I'll get it. I'll
It'll
get
be
it.
unfiltered whoop ass.
Oh
I don't
God.
get it. I don't even care if she check into my live either. I'll tell
Who?
her. I'll tell you, nigga.
Who you?
All right.
So you said her.
God.
Yeah, so check this out,
Son, I
bro.
got beef with
Me?
94.9.
Never.
What happened?
Son of G is better than 94.9.
All right,
Yeah.
relax.
I'll keep it.
Fuck that.
I'll keep it lit.
that.
I'll keep it.
Relax.
I'll keep it
Crazy.
lit for the sake of the show. All right, so here we go.
Relax.
So my cousin, my favorite cousin, yeah, my favorite cousin, his baby mama is a radio girl,
Roll
right?
me one.
His baby mama's a radio
Cousin
girl.
sister.
She is now like the she does a
Twice
radio.
removed.
She just moved to Seattle, so she does this Seattle morning show right now. So she has a sister who also do radio. She happens to be the morning girl on 94.9. I don't need to say her name, but if you know, you know.
I want to know her fucking name.
Right,
What
right.
you talking about?
You know.
You know, just check into the morning show over there. So so she hit her sister and told my cousin that she wanted to like fuck around and shit. And I'm like, fuck it. She ain't like ugly or whatever. She ain't the prettiest, but she ain't
Oh
ugly.
my God.
So I'm like, fuck it.
You're beautiful, boo.
Hey man, I said fuck it. Even though my mom hated her. So they'll come to the family events and they
Oh,
be,
you dated.
No, we ain't date.
Who you talking about?
You said you took her to family events though.
Because she by family,
dated.
because that's her sister.
You bring them
her
home to moms,
sister-
they dated.
Her sister
Yeah.
is my favorite cousin's baby mama.
Got you.
So of course they'll come to family events.
Right.
So my mom didn't really like them because they get drunk and they'll act.
Yeah, they gonna be there
What are you talking
Oh
about?
man, you are
This man
saying a
connection.
lot. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, so I didn't like my mom didn't fuck with her. I'm like, man, fuck it.
Drake
She on
goes on these
I'm like,
tirades.
yeah. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna do it because she on the radio. That's tight. We hella young. You feel me?
Who the fuck are you talking about?
Anyways,
so
yeah.
Get
So-
to
We need
it.
to put
Yeah.
that broad on blast.
So anyway, I guess she was
Cut to.
selling a little story to the motherfucking show in the morning. So they make a whole motherfucking segment about me for like a week and a half. You feel me? And they call it Selena got a new man. So it'll come in like that.
It has a ring to it.
Yeah, like every morning. So they talking, they keep on asking her questions and shit, like asking us what we doing. I guess because they didn't like her baby daddy or whatever. And then like the next week they saying, why don't he just come on the show? So I'm like, at first I wasn't feeling it. I'm like, what the fuck is y'all? Why y'all got me on blast like this? You're ruining my shit. You know, telling the whole fucking world that I'm over here fucking with her, and she over here dropping my full name and shit. Talking about, oh yeah, this is when I was working in Vallejo too. He's like, yeah, he's a barber in Vallejo, and he's really, really good. I'm like, whatever. And they have like, yeah, they put my Twitter name out there and all that shit when Twitter is really, really popping. So they saying. Hey, so they saying, why don't you come to the show? And I'm like, no. So this pissed that nigga JV off. JV is the dude who is like head of the show. He the sign over there. So that pissed him off. So he's like, all right, he a bitch. He a bitch for not coming on my show, blah, blah. And, you know, they got my Twitter name on there. So he got like all his little minions hitting my Twitter and shit. So we all hear this at the barbershop, and I'm like with my niggas too, so we all about to fucking go up to the station, and then my OG partner who was working with me, he was like, nigga, it's not even fucking worth it. You're gonna get up there, they gonna have people waiting on you, blah, blah, blah. So I ended up, that day that he said it, I ended up breaking it off with her.
There had to have been a better way to get to the end of this.
Hey.
that's part of our show. That's a little bit tiring. So like, we be sitting
How
there
much
like,
of this are you cutting out?
I want to know her name.
Anyways, so he hates JV because he called him the B word on
He called me
air.
a bitch on air, and he had people all on my Twitter and shit.
Yeah.
We gonna beat his
They were
ass.
putting bumblebees.
Yeah, he a bitch. He look like a bald bitch.
Oh my God! All right,
Fuck that nigga. You ain't no real nigga.
you got. What are you looking at? More hateful things about me, so you can try to have yourself a little podcast over here.
Who?
You.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I know all your business.
I was about to pull up.
Some things I just won't say.
Okay.
I want to know which superstar you thought was hella fine when you came up to your fucking KML job.
What?
Who would you take down? What artist?
Who's the sexiest out right now?
Who was the sexiest interview you ever saw? Like you was all flabbergasted and shit got all moist. Who is the moist man? Or the moist women? I don't know how you rock.
The moist entity.
How do you rock? I want to know how you rock.
Right. That would be a pillow princess situation because I'm not gonna put my mouth on it. But look that up.
What's that mean?
You'll see when you look it up with your Googling
the
ass.
resident freak.
She don't go downtown.
She don't go downtown in the radio station.
Wow. Let's see. Who was the sexiest interview?
Who made you all wet? God damn it!
I don't know about wet. Sexy ones probably. Your boy Shamar was sexy.
Oh.
I interviewed him in Houston. He came through there for a
I'm
show.
gonna call that nigga right now.
Who else?
That nigga made his pecs jump for you and shit.
I'm gonna call that.
He had a half shirt on though, I think.
Oh, faggot!
He had a half shirt, but he looked good in it. Let's see, who else? I'm trying to think of who else is cute.
You wasn't fucking with Trey?
He was a baby when I met him. A baby. Like with cornrows and like 80 pounds wet. He'll tell you. I always make fun of him. Like,
the music videos you making niggas look larger than life.
Well, now he's built and whatever. He's a grown man now. He was young when he entered the game, but I've known him a long time, so no. I mean, I see he's attractive, but it's not like, ooh, type shit.
You feel like he's going to get satisfied.
Sounded like nigga with beards.
I do. Yeah. Well, now. Yeah. I've had my different transitions. What'd you say?
You had to say that because you got one?
Got one what?
Who got one?
Yeah.
Tana got a beard?
Yeah.
He got a beard.
He got a beard.
This motherfucker look like a wizard.
I'm sexy.
Nigga, I can grow a beard too.
I'll be your puppy.
Salt and pepper ass.
I'm one of the few niggas that chooses not to grow a beard.
I don't know why.
Not to grow a beard?
He got a lot of hair on his head.
Yeah.
Who? Yeah, he got a lot of hair.
Yeah. I don't want to look like a Rasta.
Hey, what's your relationship with Don Parker?
It's my dude. He's my boss. Yeah.
Who's that?
It's my boss.
That's the dude that believed in silence since day one.
The white bald guy.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Oh, he's cool.
Don Parker, we want to be on KML. That. We want a job.
We want a job.
You can fire DC.
Oh.
You can fire GB, but they can work for Market King.
Nah, let them go on vacation. Let us plug in.
Ooh, that would be
He could
gang,
be like,
gang.
everybody but that Drake guy can come because he talk too much.
You got
I'm just fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
Story short.
Now, that's my guy, though. You're absolutely correct. Like, I would have never had a shot at this morning show shit if it hadn't been for Don. Like, he quickly moved me from middays to afternoon drive and then to mornings when, unfortunately, things weren't working out at the time.
Sana,
Okay.
why do certain people hate on you?
Why does anybody hate on anybody? I can't
know.
answer that question. I don't know.
I don't know why they hate on you.
Women always hate women that's in power.
These ain't even women, B.
Nah, I get hated on more by
These by
dudes.
dudes, B.
Yeah, a
What?
lot of men. Hate.
Why?
Like, why the fuck they hate on Sana G?
They hate you because they can't have you.
Because you number
What's
one?
going on?
I don't know.
Is it because you number one?
I don't know the answer to that question.
Is it because you number one?
I'm glad I don't understand it.
Hey, you know, like in elementary school, like in elementary school when you like a dude, or like when you like a girl and you motherfucking pick on them and shit. I feel like that's what they do to Sana.
Is it like just an area thing? A certain area?
area?
Like,
Or
like
did they
a
think
certain
that-
city?
No.
Or
I don't know where they come from. I just see these fools on social media or whatever,
Okay.
and then I hear from folks.
You know, sometimes
Also-
you gotta
also-
track,
also
track
it's like
those
a-
profiles down sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
You what now?
I say you gotta track some of them profiles
I'm
down.
good.
Just
I
to
ain't got
like,
time for
you
that
know,
shit.
just
That
to
takes
see,
energy.
you know, just like,
Hey, it's
just
hard
to
as fuck to
see.
interview a motherfucker who interviews people for a living.
Why?
Because they know what to say.
Right.
It ain't like, you know what I mean? It's like,
We can't throw a wrench.
like
in
we
the
can't
tire.
like, yo, who you fuck?
I don't know what you're talking about. This is just me, so
I get it.
I'm having fun with Sana, man.
that's
I'm
cool.
like, you just like looking
Yeah, I'm
at her.
enjoying Sana's company. To be honest.
You know, I'm just
fuck
me.
all that.
But yeah,
You know,
I
you got
always
a
tell those
professional.
dudes, especially dudes,
I
like
like it.
chicks, I get right. Like
Yeah.
you said, or somebody said, women are naturally haters on each other, like
Right,
for
right,
whatever
right,
reason.
right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just competitive.
You
I
ain't,
guess
you ain't
Yeah.
never been hated
it's
on.
a jungle out here.
Right.
You ain't never been hated on at work from a colleague.
sure.
From a colleague.
Yes, to this day.
Every day.
Yeah.
To this day.
Hey,
Where's that
chick,
clip?
Day.
Okay.
Some
To
of
this
you
day.
bitch ass
Day.
niggas that she
Right
work
now.
with.
But
No,
I'm
it
not
ain't.
worried about none of that shit, because as long as I keep me right, it don't matter what the fuck come out your mouth.
Nigga, you paid. Fuck it.
Period.
Yeah.
And I will continue to do that.
They be hating
And when
on
I
my nigga.
slip, then that's on me. And you can say whatever the fuck you want to say to whomever you want to say. My shit speak for itself, so it is what it is.
Nigga,
But yes,
bulldog,
and I
bitch.
always tell all dudes, especially like, baby, you want my bra, don't you? I'll let you loan it. You know, I'll let you borrow it if you want to.
I'll
It's
take
good.
your bro.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you want titties or something. I don't understand why why a grown man would take time out to hate on a woman.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's
They
confusing.
mad because they can't
I
have
don't
you.
know.
Or I mean, and also just like
Yeah,
how
and
women
also-
hate women with power, there's men that hate women with power.
And I'm actually a good person. A lot of people don't know that.
You're good. You're
Like I
damn
got a
good.
big heart. Like
Yeah.
shit be fucking me up. I'm over here telling my homegirl who just had a fire incident happen. Like, you need my car? What you need?
Yeah, Unfiltered's gonna buy her whatever she wants for her house. It gotta be something under $25.
We going to Target, y'all.
She
We going
knows.
to Target, y'all.
He knows what's up.
But marketing kings,
expensive.
we'll get her a bed set.
So Tyranny,
Yes,
how's married life?
it's good.
Yeah?
You want to try it?
You sure?
You want to? We
That is the man.
going there.
Sana
We
next.
going. We going.
Blocker.
Bye. Sana want to
Sana
marry
next.
niggas.
Sure?
Hey, I like
Hey,
it.
Sana,
I like
Sana
it.
wanna
she was
marry
tired of being on a rope. She
Right,
coming-
right,
she
right.
coming-
She's
she
swinging.
She trying to go to the ropes, nigga.
Get on fist
Hey,
hand.
Jay, I feel like we
Hey, check this
commentating.
out.
I already got
We
my piece. I
commentating
got my
right
piece
now.
out the way.
Hey,
Right.
check this
I'm
out.
safe.
Oh,
I'll
wait.
tell you some
Backed
honest
up.
shit. Well, before
She
I
don't know
was,
shit about
It's like a
James.
before I
cage
was,
I know.
James mysterious as fuck.
Give some good
Hey.
marriage advice,
hey,
Tyranny.
I give you some marriage
Please.
advice.
Yeah, what you got?
Before I was married, right? Years ago. You know what I mean?
Years ago.
And
Yes.
I called my little buddy, my little brother. I was like, yo, I'm going to call Sonic because he used to do this shit on the show. Like, who going to set up? And did you meet somebody at work and you fell in love with type shit?
Right, right.
You know what I mean? So DC was like, nah, bud. You can't
Oh,
do
you
that
did.
on the
That's
show.
right. That's
and I was
right.
like, I'm about to do it. I don't give a fuck. This before the marriage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it didn't work out. Then I got married and
You happily married.
yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Gangster.
Gang, gang.
Yeah.
Gang, 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 gang.
It's my dog, though.
Gang, gang.
Oh,
So
damn.
you next, Sana?
For what?
She about to
With
get
that
married.
big M?
Nah.
You throwing a bouquet?
You want to talk about that last punk ass nigga?
Oh.
Cause I solely was happening, nigga.
She's on the
What's
road
happening?
again.
You got a whoop on somebody?
What's happening?
You got a whoop on somebody?
Men, you just need to learn how to communicate.
Man, you, hey,
Talk about
the
it.
last
That's
four
all.
niggas that fuck with Sana G in the last
Talk about
30 days,
it.
we gonna kick your ass.
You wish I was a
You
hoe.
right on that communication.
You wish.
I sure
You
wish
right on
you
that
You wish I was a
communication
hoe.
shit.
Damn.
You got me fucked
I
up.
would be
You
outside
right though,
in the
Sana.
truck.
With me pushing 30, like my communication game has went all the way up through like failed
You
relationships.
have to, man.
Yeah,
Like-
you realize through failed relationships that you gotta actually be, especially if like I was in a position when I was with
talk
somebody
about it.
who
Let's talk about it.
who didn't communicate well. It
Yeah.
when I was traditionally the nigga, you know. So that's when I learned. I'm like I'm frustrated, but I was actually seeing myself. So it helped me fix myself. So I agree with you saying like. Yeah, as a man, you have to be better at communicating.
You just have to.
We'll grunt and shit and expect for people to understand what we're saying, or like we going through something, we ain't gonna talk about it. We don't like expressing like our feelings.
But you have to
and shit.
learn how to do that too.
You have to. It makes things so much better.
Not just
You can't-
everybody.
Yeah, that's what I was about to
Not
say. You
with
can't
everybody.
just do it with everybody.
No. In a
relationship
relationship situation, you gotta open up that fourth wall. You feel me? And
Yeah, if you're talking about marrying somebody,
right? Or just having
then
like a
all that's gotta be
or just
established.
having a decent relationship.
Yeah.
You know, you just gotta open up. It makes things hella better.
Marriage is work, blood, for real.
All that shit is work. Everything is work.
Everything is all work.
It's a
but
job.
at home is work.
Wake up.
Even when you at home is work.
Oh yeah.
What kind of jobs you got at the house, Tyranny?
I just got.
It's
I just got to come home. You know what I mean? But I like going home.
Gotta
I was
come
about to
home.
say it's a job just being
It's
home.
work.
It
You
was
just
work,
gotta
but
go
even
home.
on the arguments, you know what I mean? It's work.
It's
Right.
work, but he just gotta go home.
Sometimes niggas wanna. Sometimes a nigga wanna play outside all day, but you gotta report.
Dang,
You gotta
nigga.
report
Sometimes,
back.
hey, I'm a nigga. I'm the fattest nigga in the playground, nigga. Yeah, I ain't never going home.
Sometimes you just want to be outside, but you got to
Sometimes
report
you
back to make sure shit cool.
You gotta communicate. That's it. I don't
That's
give
it.
a damn if I don't see you.
You gotta
As
come
long
in.
as you.
Lying
No,
like
I'm
a
not.
motherfucker.
No, I'm
Lying
not.
like a
You think I am, but I'm not, because I'm not gonna be out there with your ass. I got shit to do. So
Speak
That's
to
why
me,
I'm running
girl.
around.
Hey, that's also good in a
Speak to me,
relationship too.
baby.
Like you gotta,
so
you
I
gotta
just
make
need
sure.
a couple text messages, maybe a phone call.
You gotta-
Like
yeah.
I want to know you're
It
okay.
ain't that easy,
You gotta make
nigga.
sure
You ain't
you-
sticking your dick in some other shit.
No,
You gotta be in before the
I swear
lights
to
come
God,
on.
I won't.
Yeah.
Oh God.
You got to make sure your partner busy too. And if she ain't busy, you got to make sure she
Oh,
is
yeah,
busy. Give her
that's-
something,
she
man. Help her out.
active.
Make sure she active too, because if she ain't acting, then she at the home worrying about where the fuck you at.
Right.
You know, make sure
And
she's.
that's hella stress on her.
If you
on
busy, you
both
should be
parties.
sharing the wealth.
Son
Get
is
her-
Mexican,
get her.
Latina,
Everybody
whatever.
be
I
busy.
am. I'm not black. To
Are
go
you?
back to that last question.
I think you're
not
black.
black.
I think you're black.
I have black in me sometimes.
Yes,
Sometimes.
Lord. Sana G is a freak.
Wow. That's
Hey,
been my line
hey,
forever when
hey,
people say
hey,
that shit to me.
little
People been
bro.
saying that.
What you got?
Would you date Sana
Oh,
G?
God.
Would you beat it up?
Yeah.
Dre,
would date
would you?
Sana
Are you really gonna sit here and fucking ask this shit with me sitting right
Yeah,
here?
I just pretend you ain't here. It's me and
You
my
ain't got
brothers.
no clue.
My bit. What about you, little bro?
What you
We
doing,
already know what
Tyranny?
Dre about to say.
What you doing, Tyranny?
I just, you know me. I'm a Voyager.
I'm trying to put people.
Hey, little bro.
Hey, I think Sana is dope.
Am I gonna
Well
get asked
done.
the same question about you motherfuckers?
Right.
Oh no.
He be trying to
Do
put
we
people
want
on
to
the
turn that
spot.
table?
Oh yeah.
No?
No.
You sure?
Somebody gonna get their feelings hurt tonight.
Are you sure?
Did I know? You asked me?
Teddy be like, can I line up
Everybody
to be
in the
first?
room, I pick listing. No, I'm kidding. Just kidding.
Listen.
I'm just kidding. That's my homegirls in back here rolling the joints.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Yo, how does it feel to be the #1 radio show? You being the only Latina that's really making moves to me in Bay Area radio.
Okay.
And all these things that are coming to you, what's next for Sana G as far as your career,
That's a good
as
question.
who you are as a branding person, you know what I mean?
Well,
'Cause-
that's why I fuck with you. Although
Yeah.
we have some things to build, but
Yes, Like, what do you want to do?
honestly, I want to own some shit. Like people think
It's time.
that I want to advance or try to get my old ass on TV or some dumb shit, and I'll be like,
Right.
nah, because I already don't like some of the shit that comes with this. Like I do it, and I guess I do it well, and it
Then there'd be
pays
like
well.
a lot of more pressure, wouldn't it be?
It's just a lot of other shit, and I have a
Yeah.
baby girl by myself.
Right.
So a lot of the times I sit and I think, damn, like I already have to pay everybody
sacrifice.
to be able to watch it, and I do that because it's people that I trust. You can't just leave your children anywhere
Right,
or
anywhere.
at home by themselves. Like that shit is crazy. But you know, she doesn't have any other family but me, so I think about that a lot when it comes to being able to bounce around and do some different shit.
Sana G is a great mom, by the way.
I
man.
try to be, man. I just do what I do.
Look,
Uncle T is getting you an iPhone.
I ain't got no.
No, you ain't. She don't need no phone. She's only 9.
I ain't got no kids. I ain't got no kids yet. But,
Right.
But
Well, you
Wait,
take
what's
care
the
of Dre.
age? What's the age you think she
Hold on.
should give her a phone?
motherfucker.
Probably like 12.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be
look,
earlier than that.
December
Look,
A flip phone.
I ain't got no kids yet, but I do say like when you trying to build like a brand, when you're trying to build something like that, you want to make something that you can pass down. You feel me? Like I feel like what I'm trying to do.
As far as a business, you mean, or myself?
As your brand, you right now.
Yeah.
Like I know you want something physical to pass down, right? And I feel like the same way.
Like money, like stock, like
well,
something.
No, money, business, skill, whatever. You feel me? You know?
Yeah, I encourage my daughter to do a lot of things. And a lot of the stuff, if you're doing it right, your kids are going to want to be like you. And even if you're doing it wrong, they do too. So that's why you got to really, be careful what you expose them to. But
exposure is
she's
key.
begging me for fucking Disney auditions and some more shit. And she's crazy and she's beautiful. So I think she could if I ended up to momager her somehow and make it happen,
You got
which
the
I
connects.
could.
You got the connects. To
I
be a
do,
momager.
but I don't know if I want that for her.
You'll be
And
like
right
Tiana
now, it's my
Taylor mama.
decision, so I'm trying to figure that out. But yeah, I mean, you got to think about it from a female being in this radio shit. That shit is male dominated as hell, from the top to the bottom.
How long you think
So
that shit gonna last?
I'm finally here. Well, I mean, I would hope not long, but not much has changed. I'm finally here to a point to where I feel like I have something to market, and it's like late in the game, lightweight. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate what I have and everything, and I'm working with Tyranny to do some other stuff. But I want to own something. That's my focus, like a franchise of some sort, or do something. I've looked into quite a few things,
Cluckies.
and we've talked about it, me and T.
Cluckies.
So I mean, that's where I'm at. You know what I
feel
mean?
you.
And teach my daughter some business skills and get it popping.
That's what's up. My parents ain't had shit to pass down to me, so I'm trying.
knowledge.
I'm trying to flip it. That was teaching me how to work for niggas.
Yeah.
And I had to.
That's what you're worried about, is putting food on the table and making sure the room
That
and the
ain't
lights
true,
stay on.
nigga.
That is true.
Your granny
My
taught you how to hustle, nigga.
My granny is a motherfucking boss.
Boss.
Yeah, but my stepdad.
Yeah, but he's straight up
He's-
legal beagle.
You know what trips
and
me
then he
out?
was trying to teach me how to do that, and it's just not my MO. It's not how I was raised. You feel me?
These young people
There's
whose
two of them right here.
What's up?
grannies,
Send me
great
your life.
grannies, or whoever bought up property out here.
Yeah.
Nah, we ain't got property out here. We got
No,
property
some
in
have,
Arkansas.
and then they
Yeah.
sell it off.
Sell it off. See, yeah, my other.
I get it, but at the same time, it's like, what? You gotta. I mean,
So my other granny on my dad's side, when she died, they went to war, and I'm like, y'all just could have. So I was in it because my real dad passed. So
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, well, I was real young. He's
I'm still sorry.
pimp in peace.
Right.
So he died. So I was next up in that little order and shit. You feel me? So I was in the whole mix, the whole legal mix, and my mom pulled me out. Cause she's like, yo, this is gonna be ugly. Cause them niggas ain't. I mean, I love my cousin and shit, but y'all wasn't shit at that moment.
Damn.
On some real family. Like we could have kept the property still for sale. That was over 10 years ago.
Have you told this to them directly?
We talk.
Okay.
I haven't talked to them. Like there was a long period of time where I didn't talk to them because of that. And then we kind of bumping each other like at Liege and Parliament and shit. And they be like, where the hell you be at? I be like, man, y'all niggas be on some shit. So like seeing that shit growing up, I want to be in a position where my offspring has something from me. So I'm trying to build up as much as I can, have as much knowledge and I'm trying to get my own shit and just pass it off.
Yeah,
they can do it if they want to.
As long as you're working for somebody, unless you're making crazy money to put away and build up whatever, you gotta own some shit. You gotta buy something. Everybody out there listening, buy something. Save your money. Save your money and put something down on something and run your own shit and do it right. Don't be a cluckhead about it.
When my uncle died, all we got was his clothes and his gold teeth. And I ain't
Clothes and gold
yeah,
teeth.
his clothes and his gold teeth.
That sounds like a
This is where we go
60s.
snip this.
I'm just
Fast
saying.
forward.
I'm just saying that's hood life, and I'm not trying to continue the cycle. You feel me? And I'm just telling the truth.
I got you.
I'm just telling
I'm
the
here
truth.
with you.
Like nigga, his clothes was just laid out in the living room, and my mom was like, "Fuck it, man, just take what you can." And it was like, "All right, whatever." And I'm like, damn. I think about that now that I'm 29. I'm like, I ain't trying to do that shit.
I have a
Fuck
question
that
for
shit.
each one of y'all.
What's up?
Why you coming here like that? It's early.
Why you got that shit on?
With the criminal justice system the way it is, right? With how we continue to see young people of whatever color come up and not really understand much about the system or how it works and how it works against you.
That's dangerous.
what advice would you have? You're a successful man, Tyranny.
Yep.
Baby, you're doing your thing. Dre as well. You have your focuses, which is dope, and you've said them this whole time.
Yeah.
Like, what would you tell a young person of any color, like what a young man out here trying to figure it out, maybe got a baby, or hella young and is frustrated and wants to take the easy route to accomplish some things, like long term? Like, what do they need to focus on?
There is no easy route.
It's hard out here. Right
Yeah,
now.
that's the first thing I'll tell you. There ain't no motherfucking easy route.
The economy, how it is right now at this moment, it really ain't good. It's not like how
I ain't
it
even
used
saying
to
it.
be.
I ain't saying it like that. If you want anything,
Like-
that will last, if you want anything that will work for you in your favor, there ain't no easy route.
So
man.
how do
gonna
you
have to-
approach it is the question. Like, what should they do right now? Like, they're
You know-
listening
you
to this
know
shit.
what?
They're frustrated. They're at the house. They're broke. They
It-
fucking
it's
don't have
it's
shit
hard-
but
it's
video
hard-
games.
It's hard to do it in conversation. It's more you're gonna have to show them, and that's when motherfuckers need people above them to shadow and put them
Mentorship.
under their wing and shit.
Apprenticeship.
Yeah, you need
I'm in the business of saving lives. And so in Marketing Kings, I've saved so many lives because somebody at one point saved my life. So really it's
Who?
about a cat named Lucky, whose name is Earl Moffitt.
And how did he find you?
He didn't. I found him. Both our guns dropped out at the same
What?
time of getting in his car.
Ah.
And because I was a young 22-year-old
Knucklehead.
with a 9, and I was a hitter, and he was an OG. But you have to have consistency, and you have to have the minor to just want it. And your consistency is just the minor. People don't understand what minor is. There's minor and there's major. Minor is just the vision, the abstract of it, like the thought of it. And then with consistency, then that's going to prevail. That's going to give you power. See, without consistency, you can't move. You can't become even if you on radio and you know when you got 3 years left in radio, the consistency in you is not going to allow you to go back and be something less than radio. Now, because you got a criminology degree, you might be a great police officer, which you can be in your 40s. You can be. You can go the what's her name from doing the A's announcer. But it's the consistency of anybody like Dre going and being.
Are you talking about Renell?
Yeah, Renell.
Shout out to Renell.
Like Dre being a barber to owning his own business now, wanting to venture out and do other things. No different than how he is with his design work. So it's the consistency on. Without consistency, everybody in this room is full of shit.
Right. My OG.
I agree.
My Filipino OG taught me about consistency. I learned that hella young at like 21. My Filipino OG taught me about that shit, and I just been rocking since, and it's been working. Consistency is key.
Yeah, you can't give up.
Can't give up.
You can't give up.
You gotta grind just as hard as you did the day before.
Yeah.
I mean, there's one thing that we all share that's
the
common that got
consistency.
us here, and it's hip hop. I fell in love with hip hop a long time ago, and I'm pretty sure you did. I'm pretty sure everybody in this room at one point
I fell in love with soul.
hip hop. You fell in love with what?
I fell in love with a lot of shit.
I fell in love, but if you remember that day you fell in love with hip hop, where you was gonna dead, it's no different than a young nigga wanting to be a rapper, or I'm sure you didn't want to become a broadcaster your whole life.
did it.
You might have.
I actually wanted to.
did it.
I went to school to counsel kids in juvie because I wanted to be able to be a part of the solution.
Nice.
Hip hop did get me. It helped me to get where I was. I did boost my career off the little rap career I did have. I did piggyback off that shit.
And you making, you dating radio girls like.
Radio personality.
I got one.
I just wanted to throw that back in there.
Who's the worst rapper, but also is a great radio announcer?
A great radio announcer.
Luda? No, I'm kidding.
Oh
Pretty good at
yeah.
rapping.
That's how
I'm
he started,
kidding.
right?
No, the
Sway?
worst.
He was the
Sway?
first person that came to mind.
Sway.
Sway.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Sway, it was nigga Sway my. I mean, when you talk about
Sway.
rapping,
I heard Sway's
El
raps.
Dookie.
I heard Sway's raps.
No,
it was boo-boo.
trash.
It was boo boo.
Nigga, I mean, F you. Ain't no disrespect, Sway. I know
no
you, nigga.
disrespect.
You know what I mean? But,
Sway king.
But he transcended to that.
Right. He piggybacked.
He got on.
He used his little rap connects
Yeah.
to get to where he
I got a
was.
question about you being a minority.
You talking to me?
Yeah, Sana G.
Sana.
You know, a lot of, especially African Americans, why are not any African Americans at KMEL and it's a station where it plays
Who's
99%.
not African American?
I'm just saying.
Well, I'm not.
You talking
I
about
know that. I'm
behind the
saying why
boards?
behind in the
What you
music.
mean?
Behind
Von
the
and
board.
Shay both have
I
parts
get
in
that.
what happens with the
but
music.
before Shay was just Von, so I remember that.
Are you saying it because the dude who run it white?
Who died?
No, I'm just saying. In hip hop, it's like if I mention hip hop now, it's all racist. But I remember back 20 years ago when you mentioned hip hop, it almost meant black.
Right.
If hip hop means black, so then you got Filipinos, Asians, especially Asians. So I mean, like a lot of people talk about culture vultures. You know what I'm saying?
But you gotta remember, hip hop is the most played. It's the most played music in the world. It's played on all 7 continents.
I get that.
You feel me? So you can't you can't be surprised when there's other people than us
What I'm
in the
saying,
game.
it's like what happened in the barbering game. You got the Asians that coming in, infiltrating, studying what you do, and then using your craft against you, because then now you can't get into the little secret society. You know what I'm talking about. What I'm saying, even about radio,
I ain't worried about them.
what is the?
I crushed them.
Of course, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know.
I
what
mean,
you're
this
talking about.
this is why we just had this whole discussion a minute ago about trying to focus young people to go ahead and be constant
I ain't.
and be focused.
Yeah.
Because
no matter what color they are.
it don't matter.
Right.
And you're talking about corporate America.
Corporate
I don't know if you
America.
know tyranny or not, but you're talking about corporate America and who's been running corporate America
White
forever.
folks.
So if you're asking me why white folks run where I work,
They own it.
corporate America.
I think what, you know what I
And
mean?
that's why we're
Why
sitting here.
I think it
I
should
was a minute
definitely
ago
be
trying to
more
encourage
African
folks.
Americans.
We gotta
You said
own
what?
it. We
I think
gotta
it
own
definitely
it.
should be more African Americans in leadership roles.
A lot of people are coming up in this next year. You've got a lot of people who have had consistency and focus, and now, they built up their own businesses and whatnot. You're going to see a lot of African American billionaires or millionaires coming up next year. I guarantee you.
I got a
Give me your
question.
top
I got a
three.
question about Cameo too. Why y'all kind of
Top 3?
Yeah.
I saw. I can't even remember his name.
Okay.
There's one specific dude that had a bunch of different ventures going on that was just like out of control, and I can't even remember his name. I read the story on him too.
Yeah.
Why did y'all take a step back from playing like local music and shit?
That's not on me, boo. I just work there. So,
So you don't know what's really going on.
I mean, what song do you want to hear?
It's not that. It's just
It is that.
I remember there was a time when we was getting blessed. I remember when Big Vine had his drops.
Who's the program director?
It's Don Parker.
Don Parker.
Oh, Donnie is who you need to be talking to.
Okay, because there was a time when
I wonder why we don't play our own music here.
I'm just saying though, like remember.
But what songs?
It's
What
not-
songs do you
I mean,
want to
there-
hear?
I want
I mean-
to be educated. I remember when Vine was dropping shit, and you'd be like, oh shit, I never heard this before. Like a lot of local shit, especially when Sue first came out. You feel
Yeah.
me? Yeah. Remember when he was really fucking with Sue, aka Frank, Clyde Carson, all them niggas, and he was really just like at 8:00, I'm gonna drop this new shit.
Yeah.
And he had
What happened to that format?
I don't know.
What happened? Yeah, I want to know.
You gotta ask him.
Or
That's not my
what you
thing.
want him to
So
play?
basically, what Sana does
They,
is
June?
follow,
they ain't playing no all black. They ain't playing.
I think that's a misconception. I don't know if are DJs supposed to break music?
Oh. Is it because
They
y'all with
used to.
iHeart
What
now?
the-
Is that what
It could
it is?
be. It could be.
It
You
could.
you keep asking me questions that I can't answer because I don't know, and it's probably best I don't. But at the end of the day, you know,
You see,
Because
they trying to get you
if
caught
you-
up,
It was
son.
lit.
I haven't.
The
Okay.
station was lit.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. We've
fuck
played
with
stuff
Cameo,
recently. We played Kumaya. I mean, I don't know. We haven't done it all the time, like when Vaughn was in Nights or whatever the case may be, in whatever segment he did. But I mean,
Have you ever broke a record?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not here.
Okay.
Have you ever thought about breaking a record? Like, is that the responsibility of a DJ?
I don't know.
Yeah, no,
know.
that's not my title though. I'm an
How
air
often
talent.
are they
Yeah.
breaking
Vaughn
records?
dropped my shit. And I remember we was having a fucking party, and he was like on the radio, was like, YS, I need the censored version, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, nigga, who the fuck sent this nigga the dirty version? Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. I was fucking with Vaughn. You feel me? He showed all the young niggas love. He was trying to make sure niggas was on. And what happened? What happened?
I
to
mean,
that?
at the end of the day,
Where's
and
y'all
say it again.
connection to the community?
I love it. And we have some community shows that focus on real issues. I get it. A lot of cats are trying to come up, and that's beautiful. And I wish every single one of them all the blessings and a major record deal and whatever life you've dreamed of.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's a business.
Sana G, who's your favorite
Excuse
local
me, I'm
rapper?
talking.
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad.
Ooh,
So
the queen is talking.
It is a business.
Yeah.
And if we don't have ratings, we don't get paid.
Professional.
Professional.
That's what I wanted.
Corporate America.
That's why I'm an independent
So
nigga.
y'all don't think y'all
Corporate
get
America. This goes all the way back, if you remember, to us encouraging people to
Slavery.
own their own shit, right? So piece it all together, link it up in your head. But
Slavery.
so, yes, if it's not working, we don't do it. Because
so it wasn't
what
working.
kind of money would they generate off that multi-million-dollar building that they own?
Yeah.
If we didn't do what people ask for. And believe me, we do panels. We do things where people have a voice to say. Maybe your cousin's boyfriend's brother, whoever's making records out there, ain't in the panel, and he could vote for himself or whatever the case may be. I don't know. But I know there is a ton of talent out there in the Bay Area.
Okay.
And that also goes all the way back to consistency and staying focused.
Yeah.
Because it's not an easy game you're talking about. Like, I'm
Right.
not quite sure, what Vaughn was doing back in the day. I know we were playing a lot of Bay music, and that
lot.
period stopped.
It did.
Why it stopped is not for me to decide. Like, that's not what I'm paid to understand or do or,
Right.
execute.
right?
But, I don't know. I know we still do the New Music Mondays where people come and meet. I know that, we do what we can locally. I mean, like I said, recently, Kamaya, we played some records from her and a couple other folks.
She's a superstar though.
I mean, now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Hey, we fuck with the politics of Cameo. We know it's some bullshit.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying? We get it.
corporate America.
We know you work for some bullshit corporate motherfuckers. We get that.
Niggas pay attention.
You know what I mean?
Niggas pay
All we
attention.
saying is individuals, when do you push the line? Because you do have a platform, and I'm sure you push the line.
I mean, you don't know what I do, and
Yeah.
I don't get on the air and be like, "Oh, I beg for this record to get on,"
Right,
but I be doing that shit. When I
That's-
believe in it, I
that's-
absolutely
now
drop
they
that
heard
dime.
it first at the Unfiltered
So
show.
check this out. So me and Tyranny was on YouTube last night or yesterday, and we saw Guap Dad 4000 on Revolt.
yeah.
So I'm like, damn. So Diddy gonna drop Guap Dad on his shit,
Yeah.
but I bet 106 never played a Guap Dad song ever.
I don't even know who that is. Pull it up.
I checked them out. They playing them.
They on 106?
Yeah, they played
Do
them
ya?
a couple of times.
Probably in the mix.
They ain't got them in the rotation though.
Okay.
But I think it's more of a
I mean, the
corporate
shit gets
structure.
voted on.
It's
Like,
a
I don't
corporate
understand what
structure.
y'all don't understand about that.
Right,
It's
it's
a
a corporate
business.
stru- it's
It gets voted on. Like, you could have a gut feeling about records, which is dope.
Right.
But when you hire PDs that have not grown up in this hip hop shit and they don't know what the fuck they talking about half the time, and I'm not talking about mine because he knows what he's doing, but I'm saying, like, when you have that from coast to coast, you can't trust that.
Right.
So motherfucker walk in and be like, "Hey, I love this record. Great." You put it on. Everybody else in the room, including the music director, is like, "What the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah.
This is trash."
But when you go to other states, they show love. I lived in Atlanta for a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, of course, Atlanta got more superstars, but they was playing niggas that no one never heard before. I got put on a lot of music out there that niggas was not popping, but
Yeah.
they had them in rotation. New York, they show love to New York, Houston, of course, they on the major station they gonna play they shit. You feel me? Florida, but then we come to the Bay. And then we playing the same shit they play in LA.
How long have
But
you
shit.
heard these records last? Like the songs that you talking about that are homegrown records from people and then whatever. How long do they play them?
You never hear homegrown
Or do
shit
you think
here.
that they maybe just playing for one payment and then it's done?
Well, I mean, you got like New York, okay? So they keep that. I know for sure because we listen to the New York shit out here. You feel me? They got they niggas in rotation. They put them on. They talk about like, oh, I seen what's the name at the club, blah, you know? Yeah. You know what? I just don't know.
You don't.
I just don't
I
know.
mean,
And neither do I, and I don't want to.
Shit, they gonna
Yeah.
play
It's
your
not
boy
my
G-Eazy. His
thing.
album just dropped.
Y'all fuck with
Hey,
G-Eazy.
somebody
But
get
yeah,
signed
are you
another
asking
drink.
me? Are you asking me? Will I just drop somebody's record if I believe in it? I will ask permission first,
Yeah.
and then yes,
Yeah.
because I
Who's your
respect
favorite-
the check that
who's
I
your
get.
favorite Bay Area artist? And you can't say he's 40 or too short.
Okay,
Name your dopest
right now,
right now.
right now, her.
Her.
Man, get the fuck out of here. She ain't even repping the Bay.
Yeah, she rapping Vallejo hard.
She's raps.
Okay.
Yeah, she raps.
Can I get another
Vallejo.
one, little localer,
Rap.
localized?
Are you asking me who's the best person in music right now to me? Or are you asking me
No,
who's running
who-
around
who you
fucking
like
yelling
rap
fucking
music?
hyphy movement
Who
and
you
saying
like?
Bay Area?
Yeah.
What are you asking me?
I think
That
that's what you
question.
want.
No,
Why?
I think
because
that's
I
what you
can't
want.
answer that question. I mean SOBRBE, but they broke my heart. So
What
it's
happened
fine.
to
So
that?
wait,
What
so
you mean
are-
they broke up?
They broke up. So are y'all gonna be playing the individual artists or what?
I don't know. We'll see when we get some music. You got some? Let me see it. Let me hear it.
Play
You
some
ain't
of
got
that.
shit.
Play some of that. The
Fuck
boy.
Who?
The boy is my favorite at the group.
Okay, let me hear it.
Play that. The boy.
Hey, bud. Got your girl in the studio.
Call her.
Who's that?
That's Sonic,
You know
nigga.
what? We should just have
Hey, this Fab in the studio.
Leave that man alone.
Hold on, he working right now. Hey, blood, you working? Go to work. I'll call you later.
Hey, boo.
Tell my girlfriend. See, we live on the podcast. Fab in the building. What up, son?
You so crazy.
All right, blood, I'll call you later.
Where my sweatsuit at?
She said, where her sweatsuit at?
I'm kidding. Bye.
Bye. Look.
He been owed me that highlighter sweatsuit for hella long.
He had a sweatsuit.
He want money for it. I'm gonna go pay him.
Highlighter sweatsuit.
Yeah, it's like highlighter yellow.
Oh boy.
What we listening to?
This is my favorite nigga out of.
This is the part of the show that we always play
You
new artists.
you asked me who's my favorite Bay Area
And who
artist.
did you say?
I
You
said her, and you didn't accept that
Okay,
answer
so
for whatever
try-
reason.
try another one, rapper.
She said SOB, but she was
They
mad.
break my heart. They
She was
broke
mad
my
that
You
they-
don't like Fab?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fab's dope.
Okay.
We talking current though. We talking young niggas.
Oh wow,
Yeah. So the boy.
Fab just dropped an album, didn't he?
Yeah.
This guy over 14 million views.
That's crazy.
4 million.
Yeah,
4
million.
4 million.
I'm saying, nigga,
You
that's
need
on
glasses,
game.
bro.
That's
fresh
right.
pair.
Shit is trash. But I like these young niggas.
I like the boy. The boy.
Yo, the internet is where it's at. Period.
It is.
Like, fuck us, fuck labels, fuck everybody. Get popping on the internet. There's your second dime.
I fuck with the boy. He the best out there.
They make the video be. I like this song. Where's this at? Richmond?
The Crest. Crest side.
I like this song.
He lightweight remind me of Quick a little bit. And something about his sound, the
No,
way
his
he
voice. Yeah,
flows.
his voice. Huh?
The way he flows is on some quick shit, lightweight.
Right through the whole Crest. I went to high school out there, by the way.
I love your hair. What's his name? Oh, the boy, right?
The boy.
The boy, what up, though, son? I'm gonna get you in here in a minute.
You need to come talk to me. Let's talk.
Yeah.
It's the one that's in the group.
Yeah. Y'all solo now. This is who I'm rocking with. I chose my nigga. I chose my
What happened to
character.
your boy, though? The other dude from Frisco.
Oh, Larry June?
Larry June. I feel
That
that.
nigga hot.
I'm gonna change lanes on you. We still talking or no?
Yeah, we still do.
Play me that Snoop Dogg shit
Which one?
where he's talking about Kanye. I want to hear that again because it makes me laugh.
We got 13 minutes.
We ain't got no time limit. It's a
Yeah, that's what I'm
podcast.
saying.
Podcast,
I love Snoop, bro. He doesn't care.
Look, he's smoking with a do-rag on, riding around.
Looking like somebody's great granny.
That's silk.
On some real shit though, cuz.
What's
That's
up?
some real shit.
Is y'all
Yeah.
getting tired of this nigga Kanye West and these tweets? I am. I see why nigga you and Donald Trump hang out. Nigga, y'all tweet like a motherfucker, cuz. Think that nigga need Dr. Phil or Mari or... You know what? That nigga need Jerry Springer. Jerry.
I hate him.
Jerry. Somebody tell
Bless
me.
him.
Got it wrapped up,
Hey, where is Snoop going, though? That's my question.
Who cares?
In the
Who
Versace,
you
dog.
You ever
Who cares?
you
He's
ever
going to
go-
get his hair done.
It looks like he ain't even really driving the car. If you look
No,
at
he
his glasses-
driving. No, look at his
Oh,
own.
okay.
Look
I
at
love
his
his rainbow reflector glasses. Oh,
You ever interview Snoop?
Have I
Put him on Jerry
oh I did at the
nigga
bomb.
Yeah. How
That
was
fool
that?
came in with a big ass bag of weed and dumped it all like on the counter and just
Snoop, I got the
his boy was
request.
handing him
Let's
blunts
get
and he just
Kanye
kept
West on
rolling the
fucking
whole
show.
interview.
I'm
Damn. Consistent.
That was dope. Yeah.
How did that interview go? What's up?
Ebro did that one.
Ah.
Yeah. I was just there working.
Damn.
Are we gonna talk about Cardi and Offset too before we get out of here?
Let's talk about that fake shit, man.
What fake shit?
Hold on. Let me
That's
guess.
love.
What? Fuck that.
I would do that.
They trying to get a bag.
That shit was for sure.
They trying to get a bag. They trying to get a bag.
They trying to get love.
They trying to get a bag. That's a setup.
I
That's
like love.
That's it sounds like a love and hip hop play to me.
Love.
I mean, they real life have a child, so
I just, like, it just seemed fake the way that Cardi talk about it. If you seen her talk about more shit when she was mad in the past, it's like she ain't showing no emotion to it. The week she talking about how much she loved a nigga, but then she won't get on like, yeah, we haven't been working, we haven't been working out, blah blah. But the day before it happened, he's like, oh, I love this man. He's so nah. And then come on. And then how this nigga gonna have a whole setup in the back and nobody gonna know?
I mean, I think all that shit is obvious. Like, if you don't think that they stage that shit, then you're not paying attention. You need to wake up.
And then, mind you, Cardi did sign that contract a week before with somebody to do a rap battle with Offset. Remember that? This is love and hip hop. Yeah. So I feel like
but again, they have a real ass baby together. And she said in the latest video, she was like, yo, we're going through some shit, but she was like, do I want another man to come in and raise my baby, or do I want her father to be the one to come in? You know, nobody's gonna love my baby the way her father is gonna love her.
I wouldn't take back my baby mama. Would you take back? You ain't got no baby.
I ain't got no baby.
Would you take back your baby daddy?
No baby.
No.
Why?
Because him and his family are no good.
Who are they?
No, they are.
So it go deeper than him. When the family involved,
where do you think he learned it? Like,
this man is apologizing.
Pops of Manny.
This is
I'm not gonna say who it is.
How does nigga have all this in the back and nobody know that was gonna happen? And why security let him on stage?
Right.
All that shit. It's fake.
That shit takes time. That whole little box thing and whatever the fuck.
I believe in love.
What is going on?
I believe in love.
Do I think that they should work it out? Yes.
And
I'll tell you why.
How come all
there is hella fucking money to be made right there.
Yeah.
If you
With this
already
breakup.
had a baby with him, so what is going to be the point of you running around looking like a fucking tramp like Black China or some other shit, whatever, when you can, you know, do this? I mean, I feel like that's what Jay and Bay did, lightweight.
Right.
Not that they don't love each other now or whatever, always have, but I mean, there's a lot of money to be made.
There's a bag
That's a
connected
lot of
to
money
this
to
stunt.
be made.
So would you date somebody because you know you can make a lot of money?
Date?
Yeah.
No.
You lying.
It depends. For TV, yeah. But I mean, just to run around and let the paparazzi hopefully catch me?
Hey,
No.
Hey, Offset got invited back home for Christmas. So
Who did?
he got invited back
Offset?
home. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what he wanted.
For
Fuck
Christmas.
these two motherfuckers.
Hey, don't Offset got another kid?
Oh, he got
never
hella
had
kids.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he the only one in the Migos with kids?
Nah, all them niggas got chilling.
Do they?
Really?
What?
Are you assuming?
I think he is something.
Google it. I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't know for sure.
That's
I don't give a fuck.
But I mean,
I like-
ideally, if they work it out, that's ideal.
I like how Takeoff be
Would you
handling
take me
himself.
back if I cheated on you?
That nigga Takeoff
Yeah,
hella
because I
secret.
probably would have done it to you too.
Oh, y'all would have been back and forth.
I ain't
Chick is
shit.
you, son.
Hey, there
I'll
is.
be the first to tell you that
shit.
I ain't shit.
We know that.
If we on a break, we
Petty.
on a break.
Petty Sana.
Great.
Sana ain't Sana.
Messy
boy.
Petty Sana.
Sana be
Social
breaking.
media has created all of us to have too many fucking options.
Too many
Okay,
options.
Right?
like what? Like what? Give
What
me
you
an
mean,
ex-
like
what?
What you mean, like what?
All right, let's say
Are
I'm
you
the-
playing it right? No,
let's
you're
say-
married, right? So you're not doing nothing, right?
Hell to the no.
Okay, then. Then you don't know.
I know couples that cheat on each other though. They ain't
I
never
don't.
they ain't never gonna leave, but they be cheating back
I
and
mean,
forth.
married is different.
They be cheating.
All right.
I ain't been married yet, so I can't tell you what I would do.
Would you cheat?
I hope I don't.
Dirt bag. Dirt bag.
So it's toward the end of 2018. Can you give me your top hip hop album that you listened to this year? And
Toward
your
the
top,
end?
Yeah.
Toward the end, like we
I
gotta
mean,
break
Drake
this.
and Meek Mill had two of the hottest albums that even dropped
I
this
agree.
year.
We gotta break this in quarters or halves though. Who had
In
the best at
halves.
Like,
first
the year was long.
It was
The
a long
first
year.
set? Okay.
It was a long year. We
Yeah.
had a lot of music come
We had a
out.
lot
Shit,
of
I didn't
good
even
music.
have to look up because we move so fast now musically
crazy.
and like the
Yeah.
internet and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
Like
and-
you're on an album for a week and
Right,
after that
right.
you're like, eh.
Yeah, that's why I like to sit with an album for a little minute before I like get on to the next
Right now,
one.
I'm on Meek Mill though. He can't do any wrong by me. He got a classic album
got a
on his
good
hands. My
Okay,
God,
I like that
front to
Oodles and
back.
Noodles.
Right, and every week that I give it another day or
crazy.
week or day, whatever.
Just to sit with it.
I love other songs. I appreciate them in different ways, and that's why you need to listen to music more than just a day or two.
Nah,
That
like,
Pusha was a rap album of the year for me.
Pusha T. Okay,
Yeah, that was me.
That was nice.
I'm not mad at you.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
A lot of people had some bullshit ass albums come out this year too.
Name
I
one.
like.
Well, we were talking about that collab that Usher did with Zaytoven. What is that fucking song the one song on there that I loved? Let me see. I'm gonna
With
look it
that
up
Usher
right
and
now.
Zaytoven?
Yeah, it was like a breakup song or something.
I said this
gonna
though.
find
You
it.
know,
I said it-
Usher always got a good breakup song.
But it's
Yeah.
Usher though.
I
So
know.
if Usher is talking about dropping anything, you're like, oh my God. It's
Hey,
about
let
to
me
be
listen.
cuffing
Let-
season. Like it's about to be lit. And it's not like it's Zay's fault. Like I think the beats were
Yeah.
dope.
The beats
It's just
were
the way
dope.
it was put together, I think. I don't know. Most of the tracks.
It sound like they wasn't in the studio together when they did it.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I feel-
maybe
that's
sending
how-
beats between each other.
Yeah, I
and
feel like that
stuff.
was an email situation.
Yeah. And like, let me see how
I
that
say
feel.
this though. This is like one of the better years within the past 5-6 years of just music dropping. A lot of motherfuckers dropped this year. A lot of niggas came back.
A lot of them,
You know, I feel like last year especially, or the year before that.
Say What You Want was a song.
Say what you want.
What You
I
Want.
fuck with that.
No, that's a slap.
Yeah.
But it didn't last on the radio. We tried to play it for a second.
It
Oh, yeah.
don't,
Nope.
it don't last. What was the next
Didn't work.
song? What was the next song that, did you remember?
From Usher?
Yeah. No, that canceled that out. That she was
canceled.
like, no, we can't play this Usher no
Oh,
more.
I don't have anything to do with that. I just know when they put them on, I'm like, oh, okay, we're playing this shit. And then
Okay.
when I figure out that it's disappeared, then I'm like, oh, okay, didn't test well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's y'all out there. Don't be mad at me. That's y'all.
Okay. Wait.
Hey, son, you ever dated anybody you work with?
We still talking about 2018.
Yep.
I want you to share it also, Tyranny.
We still talking about music.
What's your favorite album of the year, bro? What happened?
Man,
I listen to a lot of jazz, so
Rap
Your
album.
favorite?
What was your favorite rap album of the year? Of the year. You can break it up in two, like first half, second
I
half.
like that.
Whichever
I
one
like
touched
that
the
new.
first.
My first joint right now would be probably Method Man's new album right now. It's smacking. Just came out a week
Old
ago.
ass motherfucker.
And then I would probably get with.
You was fucking with that
I
Nipsey,
like.
right?
I fuck
Oh,
with
Nipsey
I
Nipsey.
was
dope.
fucking with
That was
Nipsey.
a-
Nipsey was dope.
That was one
But I
of
fuck
tough.
with that JID.
JID.
JID is one of my top two.
That was hard.
And my ultimate motherfucker this year.
Mozzie came out with a hard one this year.
I fuck with Mozzie. I fuck with him.
That's what I'm saying. You got to break this up in two halves because we're forgetting.
But I
about
with
the
my
first
That's what I'm
top
half.
saying. I don't remember.
Right. It's been a
Because
long
we
time.
move so quick.
My
fast.
top three ain't gonna be fucking Mozzie though.
Damn, we move so fast.
That's what I'm saying. You got to break this up in two halves, bro.
God damn.
We're gonna
and
have to
they
go
just be
before the summer and after
throwing
the
it
summer.
out there.
It's been a lot of. That's what I'm saying. It's been a good
been
ass
a
year in music.
lot
We got
of-
bombarded with a lot of shit. A lot of old people that we love came back. You feel me?
Yeah,
A lot
Nas
of-
dropped a whole nother
Nas
album.
came
He
back.
dropped like a mini movie, didn't he?
That movie he dropped just recently with
Yeah.
the album. That shit was hot.
That was dope.
Yeah.
But his album with Kanye, that was
Yeah.
that's a sleeper.
Niggas hating on that shit, but I love that shit. I love that shit. There was like 3 songs, bro. It was only 7 songs, bro. There's 3 I like.
See,
You feel me?
that's why we have to do that section.
You hated that Nas shit. You hated that Nas shit, didn't you?
Nah.
That shit
I don't
was-
hate anything this year does.
Yeah, it was good. It was still. It was,
Sexy.
it was still.
Nasir.
It was still.
And she know that
It was still. It was still hard.
I met him.
It's
nigga. You don't know him.
I touched him.
Ooh.
You ain't touched
Did you
him.
touch
I rubbed his arm.
You touched his Nas fade.
I should have.
Don't get Nas fucked up.
Nikki tripping over there with that damn sex offender. She need to go back to that shit.
That's what she like.
Hey.
That's what she like.
Sada G talking shit.
No, it's what's in the news?
feel like-
I just read what's in the news.
I feel like Nikki a disruptive person, so she's attracted to that
Like,
disruptive
hey,
shit.
how you like
guess.
that Lil Wayne?
That Wayne was hot. Wayne was
Front to
hot.
back, it's you know,
come on.
Uproar is a slap,
Okay.
right? We're playing that. I don't think I have given the rest of it enough time to answer.
The only thing about Wayne shit is that you can tell there's some old tracks on there.
What's your next favorite song?
My next favorite song from Wayne?
You don't like Uproar?
No, I like Uproar.
Okay, Uproar's
like,
what?
Cause you know it's like that. It's like that
Yeah.
special delivery. I get it, don't
I
know.
get it.
I like that
feel
shit he
like
did with
it's-
X.
It's like it's kind of played to me. Like
That's your hometown though.
not that song. I don't like
Oh,
that song.
Upro,
but,
yeah.
Like,
No.
cause I go back to like that one album with Wayne and 2 Chainz. Like that shit was hard to me.
That was hard. Holly Grove.
Yeah, like
Jacquees's album is disappointing compared to what his talent could be,
I
right?
didn't even listen to it.
You haven't listened to the whole album?
No.
It's not bad, right? But I feel like he's like a Beyonce. He needs writers. Because some of his songs slap,
okay.
and when he does remakes, you're like, oh shit, he did that better.
Right.
He ain't getting that under Baby. He fucked up signing with Baby. I'm sorry, I know that's your home place, but
No,
that
I
nigga
get-
suck. Managing artists.
That nigga rocking right now.
That nigga suck.
No,
managing
Jacquees
artists.
is like,
He rocking
he could
right
be
now.
like the next Chris Brown,
He
Usher.
could.
He could be all of that. He ain't yet.
Could.
He got the number
He
one
ain't
album
yet.
out
He
right
signed.
now.
He signed to the wrong label.
He ain't yet, but
I
he
don't know
could
how.
be.
Good.
He signed to the wrong label.
He got the number one album out right now.
Jockey, no,
I'm
what
a
the
fan.
Who the hell you talking about?
Who? Jacquees.
Hell
So
no.
we're not-
Look it up.
What, 4275?
Yeah.
Hey, boy, you're not supposed to wear that hat in the rain.
My bad.
I was in the doorway.
Nah, Jacquees signed to the wrong label, bro.
To the wrong label.
Hell yeah,
dog.
he signed to the wrong
I
label.
don't think so.
Come on, Cash Money ain't doing do nothing for no. Who?
They got
Remember
him
when
at number
Lloyd? Remember when Lloyd was with Cash Money?
Nigga,
What?
he was about to blow too. But
Well,
I don't
Cash,
know what
Fuck
happened.
that. Cash Money don't know how to handle.
Lloyd
R&B.
had came out with a. Well, you remember August Alsina? What happened to him this year?
He
That nigga
still-
on
he-
dope.
Sick.
He was on
Oh,
sick, got
that's
sick
dope.
real bad.
Yeah.
Dope.
Oh dang!
Hanging out with Jada Pinkett Smith all the
I
time.
get sick hanging out with her.
Red
too.
table talk.
I'm like, Jada, are you really not okay?
They must be neighbors or something.
Nah.
Nah?
They ain't neighbors.
They never.
That's
they
her
just
side
cool.
thing.
But
They
no-
just could. Nah, I'm not saying that either,
When
but she
Will
would
ain't in
wanna.
town, he eat it out.
But nobody be saying
Yikes.
shit. Nobody be saying shit when Erykah Badu be hanging out with all the little young artists too.
Who?
Erykah Badu, she hang out with
She
all the
is a
little.
mystic woman.
Hey, she'll have your dick wearing a sweater.
Wow.
Sweater condoms,
Mystic woman.
knitted
See what
sweater
happened
condoms.
with
She
all
be
the
having
dudes
them
she
crystals
dated.
everywhere.
I feel
Hey,
like
son, you ever dated a dude and because you do what you do, the relationship was
yeah.
whack as fuck because he
all
was
the way
jealous
up.
of your career?
oh yeah, you ever fuck with jealous people?
Bobby and Whitney syndrome.
Ooh.
He was on coke.
Huh?
He was on coke. Not
Well,
you.
first off, they did. Okay, let's get it right.
Did you see that- did
Coke
you-
in a different form.
Did you see the story?
What story?
The Bobby story.
I did not.
You didn't catch it?
Nah, you know what? Truth be told, I can't watch shit unless I do it before my daughter's around.
Hey, man, fuck that movie. Fuck, hey, what was the question?
See, look, you spaced out too. Look at that.
Yeah, you said
Have you ever dated anybody that was jealous of your career?
they all are.
All of them.
Oh,
All the niggas you dated.
Not directly.
Give
They're
me
not gonna be
the
like,
one.
I hate it because they hate the social media shit. They hate when I get on the air and I talk about my life. They hate shit.
What happened to that famous dude you
connect-
dated?
The what?
What happened to that famous dude you dated?
Who?
I don't know. Somebody said you dated a famous dude on my Instagram.
Oh wow. Nah, I don't think so. Shit. Unless he was famous and I didn't know it.
So everybody you
How'd
dated
that work?
wasn't famous.
Right. What?
Any stars try to get at you tonight?
All the time.
Who
huh?
flirted with you?
You know.
I'm gonna tear his ass up.
Oh wow. There's some names on there.
Name one.
No.
Why?
some names.
How come? The people want to know. I got 1,600 people on my live feed. The fuck you mean? Hey, if y'all want to know a question, ask Sana right now. All good. What
Yeah.
does this one say?
See, this is where we're gonna revert back to how Kodak should have handled his interview.
Kodak
She about to storm him off.
And he was like,
Nah, I said should have, not did. So, you know, a few.
all right.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I messed with a Niner before. I'll give you that.
I ain't no
Them
snap.
Them
Ain't
niggas
it?
weak.
Them niggas be.
0 and 30.
I mean, his dick wasn't weak, but that's cool.
Damn, man.
Dun, 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 dun.
Sana fucked a 49.
I didn't need him to play football.
Damn. How many people on the team did you
Athlete
smash?
dick.
Dun, dun, dun,
You
dun.
won?
Yep,
You sure?
Athlete
on the
dick.
Niners.
Ain't nobody surprised. Ain't nobody surprised. Ain't nobody surprised
My
about
old
that.
bad habit.
All the football players be dating everybody.
Yeah, I
man.
know.
You can't mess with no girl.
Dating?
Without, man, messing with everybody.
Dating is the wrong word.
Messing with anybody.
It's
too.
my old bad habit.
I used to kick it. I used to kick it with a
Dating
couple
is
of
the
Raiders. I used to
wrong
kick it with
word.
like the whole offensive line.
Repeat that.
Them niggas will smash anybody. So it'd
Oh
be
wow.
like,
Okay, anybody.
The whole offensive line.
the whole offensive line.
All right.
Hey,
Nah,
all
cause,
right.
cause I used to kick it with Kalichi, and he'll bring everybody, so they all hang out. All the linemen hang out.
All right.
All of them.
Don't put them on blast now.
So who's the most famous person y'all slept with? We know yours is Selena.
Is that the famous?
Selena.
Is that
Dre.
The one that died?
Is that the famous?
You fuck Selena?
No.
Is that the most?
Oh,
famous?
not Selena's. Not
Selena.
bitty bitty bum bum. Not that one. No, no.
Wow. I'm about to
I love you, baby.
Dre.
You know I love
Damn.
you. So don't even believe all.
Who you fuck?
Don't take this negative with folks. What's up with that Vegas trip though? Dre is not invited.
Dre's not
My
there.
little brother was beast. We go up there. We balling out.
Bitty bitty bum bum.
Damn, you beat that?
Are you gonna answer the fucking question?
Oh, you talking to me?
Yes.
Oh, you know, in my years of kicking it around the world, I've been a lot of places.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's cool.
Yeah. See.
Famous. I guess.
Famous?
Famous.
She's
famous.
still famous, so I can't say nothing. Like, if I do, she gonna hear it because her sister's all on my live shit right now.
Cheerleaders
And
don't
then-
count. Cheerleaders don't count.
I mean,
right?
Monique don't care what you say.
All right.
Cheerleaders don't count,
Monique
right?
don't count. Monique don't care. Because you
What's up,
know she
Mama?
got love
DJs
for the
don't
that-
count.
This nigga
DJs.
said, I hit Monique. You know I hate I can't fuck with no fat bitch.
Oh, I didn't say
Hell
that.
no.
I did not
But
say
I know I'm
that.
about to give me some.
Shout out to Monique.
Shout out to Monique.
I got-
You married. You
I-
ain't about to get shit, but a sip off that Hennessy
I
while.
got
Right.
Monique. I got Monique name
Married.
tatted right
Can't
here.
do nothing.
Shout out
Right.
to
Who's that?
shout out to Monique, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, let them know.
Yo, this is part of the show where we want to say thank you.
Of course.
For coming
Yeah.
to our podcast.
Oh,
We're the
yeah.
#1 podcast in the Bay, Unfiltered. We
Dope.
are blessed. We love you, Sana G. Thank you very much for
appreciate
your
you,
time
baby.
and your
Next,
energy.
next to
course.
Sana's podcast. Yeah,
Yeah. And for everyone, where can they reach you, Sana?
yeah. Where can they get on your podcast?
All over social media. Sana G KMEL, just like it sounds, just like you spell it out. SANA.
And what's your podcast name?
Sonicast.
Sonicast.
Wasn't my first choice, but Boss Man wants my name on everything, so that's how that go.
Does he own your name?
No, he don't.
Okay, cool.
But he owns that damn podcast. So
Oh, hey.
it's all good though. But anyway, that's where you can listen to it. And of course, Monday through Friday, 6 to 10, when we're trying to wake that ass up right there on KMEL.
Hey,
SanaG.com coming
That too.
soon.
Dot net.
Yeah.
.net.
Dot net.
How
You don't
often-
even know.
How often do y'all record y'all podcast?
We're being told to do it every day now.
Every
I'm
day.
trying
Yeah.
to pump it up.
So is it like going to be on like YouTube and stuff too, like every
Yep,
day, every
yep.
single day?
Not every single. Well, we're gonna work on that.
Okay.
Like it's
'Cause
a work in progress because, just like y'all, we have other shit we got to do.
Yeah.
So we're developing and learning new things about how podcasts
do
are
it.
successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why
What
we're
can you-
delving
what
into different
tip
things.
would you give us? Because we successful as fuck.
Okay. You should probably do it every day because people get addicted to these things. I'm not, I love y'all, but you love hearing the things that you hear when you connect with somebody when they're talking about anything. And you're like, fuck, I feel that way too. Or you want to see what Tyranny or whoever has to say.
Yeah.
Like y'all want to hear it every day because it's almost like you become friends or like somebody that you can confide in or listen to talk about things that are happening. So every day. Do it every day. I don't know about an hour. I mean, I know a lot of them do that, but
Shit, we doing it every day. We ain't doing no goddamn hour.
maybe
Yeah.
30 minutes, tap in, tap out. Something's popping on the news or whatever, and you're like, man, I want to talk about this. If it moves you, those are always the best things to follow because that's when you're going to spit real shit, right? Because at the end of the day, this is an entertainment thing. Y'all doing this to try to get some success or money off of it, period. So you want to be able to come across and also make sure that you express what you want to express about things that are important to you. And those will be the realest shits that you ever do.
Right.
Really
Real
shit that
talk.
you
Y'all
ever
heard
do.
it first.
Hey, the money cool. I'm just really just happy to have a man show.
What's our outro?
Duh!
I'm just-
There's quite a
saying?
few out there.
Yo, you got all dudes on the Sana G show.
What's up?
Why is there all
Sana
dudes?
G show.
What you mean?
on the
Why is there
side.
all dudes on the Sana G show?
So
Just happen to be-
we
As
gonna
far
ride,
as what?
we gonna
DC,
ride
G-Biz,
out
and Lex?
Yeah.
to that dude,
I mean-
Tiana Taylor, Gonna Love Me with
that song.
Let's do that. I don't do the hiring there, baby.
Yo, thanks to Sana G, Unfiltered Podcast. We out this bitch. See you in
Hey.
2019, motherfucker.
Hey.
That's the problem now.
Hey,
You
thanks,
Clap,
Sana,
clap,
for
clap, yo.
stop playing
All
with
good,
Coming
baby.
through.
I appreciate it. Thank you for the
Hey,
blessing.
play that on the speakers.
Happy holidays, folks.
Happy holidays.
Happy Xmas.
Fuck one people and fuck you and fuck this motherfucking phone.
You toasty. How many drinks you have?
600.
Enough. Not enough.
You might as well get tatted now.